Yay, we are live. Hi,
Hello.
everyone. It's Regina
Well,
here at
hi.
embracingabundanceglobally.com. And today we are going to talk about unearth the root of struggles and limitations. And just a reminder for everyone, the reason why we are doing this live is that this is for you. And we want to invite you uh, i- through virtual to come and attend our workshop, beginners workshop that will introduce more about our business, and also you will get to know many more of our business partners. So my name is Regina. I am born in Philippines. I have come from big family, and during that time, life was a struggle. As even when I was small, as I growing up, life has not really changed that much to me in terms of struggles and pains, because I am very hard on myself, and because of the necessity of having not just my family but also my family back home in Philippines. So I have found a solution to all of my struggles and pains, and my life has changed. And this is the reason why I am so passionate to show to you this other way of earning a living, and another and better way of earning an income. So today I am with Sue, and I'm gonna take Sue with me so we can meet Sue. Let's hear. All right. Hi,
Hello.
Sue.
Hi.
So
How's
Sue
it
is from
going?
Minnesota, USA. And as you see, Sue is still wearing her uniform because she
Yes,
just came back from work, right?
yes. Just literally got back from work just a few minutes ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so for our viewers, if you guys have any questions, we will be happy to answer your questions. Please use the sign in buttons, the comment buttons out there. Use that one, and we will be happy to answer your questions. And oh my gosh, look at this. I want to appreciate Robert Espinosa. Thank you so much for like. Yay. And
Yeah.
so if you are passing through, if we are passing through your feeds, please stop by and give us a comment, give us love, give us thumbs up, and communicate with us. Our comment button is available here for us to use. Oh my gosh, you know what, Sue? This is amazing. We're just starting, and you know what? We have Ali Akare. Ali says hello. Hi, Ali.
Hello.
And we also have Real Official Wahab. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. And we
Awesome.
have
Perfect.
Adibibo Adbip. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank
Wow, this is
you.
amazing. I'm so happy.
Same
Thank
here.
you,
Same here.
everyone. Thank you so much. Okay, we are going to I'm gonna try to take this one off. And learning.
I'm
Hide
on
that
the
one.
same boat
Okay,
here
good.
too.
We're back. Okay, our topic today is to help a lot of our viewers to find out how did you get through the process of have a drastic change, because we all have problems. Like our viewer Adibid Adibido, that's why he's here. He wants to observe
Mhm.
what we have and how can they unlock that limitations and struggles in
Okay.
their life. And you went through that drastic change. So if you can
Yes,
please share with us what are the process and
absolutely.
how did you come out
Absolutely.
to that?
Thank you, Regina, and thank you to all of our followers, viewers. Good morning, afternoon, evening to wherever you are around the globe. So, welcome. Just a little introduction about me. So, my name is Sue, and I'm from Minnesota, USA, and I'm a healthcare professional. So, and I'm also a mom to four beautiful boys, and I also go to school part time. So, and I'm also a digital online business entrepreneur here, which I absolutely love. So, then again, nice to meet everybody and welcome and join in on this conversation. So, to answer your question, Regina, so, we're talking about struggles and limitations and that
Yeah.
kind of thing. So, for me, I come from a large family too, a family of eight siblings, and with me being with me being the oldest, I have to you have to have that right mindset, right, as the oldest in the family, and we're refugees, immigrants to this country as well. So there was a lot of pressure there, and especially growing up as a female, as a an Asian woman, right? So there's a lot of expectations, but to get down to the point, I had a lot of aspirations in life, and we all have dreams, goals, and things like that. And after I got married and after I had kids, a lot of things changed. A lot of things changed, and one of the things that really boiled down to was, okay, growing up in the traditional sense of going to school, getting an education, and then graduating, finding a job, and okay, work, right? Work. So I've been in this field for 15 years, which I love. I love my job, and I love working with patients. But at the same time, at one point, right up until like COVID, before COVID, I have done a lot of like just deep diving into myself, because you
Mm-hmm.
as a healthcare worker and as a mom, a parent, I'm always putting everybody first. I'm always putting my kids first. You put everything first, and then myself is like, I didn't really think a lot about myself, and I put myself in the back and everybody in the front. So right about 2019, 2020, right before the pandemic, I did a lot of searching within myself, like, I can get up and go to work, and do the daily grind and from 9 to 5 and come back and, just be comfortable. And, it's just, I felt like there was more that I can do. I felt like I wanted to do more. I wanted to spend more time with my kids, because in working in healthcare, it's like, um, I didn't really have time for my family. I didn't really have time, there was, but like, you're limited to your job, and there's only certain times you can take off during the year. So it's like I felt confined at one point, to the point where I'm like, I got to do more. I got to find something where I have more time freedom, and I can spend time with my family and create um a lot of I don't know what you call it. I'm just going to say speak freely, but one income source isn't enough, because I have 4 boys, and to be transparent, I have 3 out of the boys, they have special needs too. So I'm the one that's taking care of them and making sure that they're looked after. And financially, as the years went by, it's like, okay, things are getting more expensive, and especially now with things how the way they are. And I did a lot of thinking. I'm like, okay, I can continue working my job, or I have to do something, because if I don't, then, what if something happens to me, or, I could be at work and then I have something happens and I can't work anymore. So I'm like the breadwinner of the family. And it's like, so I have to really make drastic changes and provide for my kids to save up for them too in the future, because there's a lot of worries that I had, and I had to really really sit down and think it through, and you know think really like deep about who I am, what I want to do, and what is my passion, and really dig inside myself. And I did that in 2020. And, once I learned to look at myself in a different perspective, and once I learned to love myself and to take care of myself, then that's when everything kind of shifted and blossomed for me. And my biggest thing was I wanted to find multiple, income sources, have my own business. I've always wanted to get into business, but in the traditional sense, I'm like, how am I even going to do that? Because, I always thought, okay, you got to go to school, you got to go to business school, you got to have some kind of degree or some knowledge. But one day I was scrolling through, and then absolutely found this wonderful and amazing opportunity on social media, which I really wasn't expecting. I was just scrolling through one day, and I'm like, huh, this was interesting, and some of the things that was that I've noticed resonated with me as well too. So, and I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people out there, especially in the world, that's going through a lot right now. And I feel like for me, I just want to um, do something that is going to change my life and my family's lives, and especially for my children, and save up for them, and especially for myself, save up for like the future, and build wealth, and have a nest egg, because I feel like right now at the rate it's going, it's like I can continue to work every day, but you have bills here and things happen here, and then like one thing after another. So it's like I feel like enough is enough. And my family, especially my boys, are like they miss me when I'm not home, and I miss a lot of milestones, sometimes birthdays, or I just kind of felt like I wasn't able to do the things that I wanted to do, and they weren't able to do the things that they wanted to do. So that's what kind of catapulted me to make this drastic change in my life. And I don't come from a family background of business, so I don't have any business background. I didn't go to school for that. So when I came across this opportunity, I'm like, so I don't need to have I don't need to have experience for this. But I know that with any business, any online business, anywhere, anything, you have to have that, the mindset, right? You have
Yeah.
to be in that
Mm-hmm.
right mindset.
The right
You have to
mindset.
really
Yeah.
set on, what your mind is set out to be. Because if you're, I had a lot of like tug back and forth, at one point where I'm just kind of procrastinating, like, I don't know what I really want to do. But then once I find out something, and sometimes, like I said, opportunities, you sometimes you don't always find they come at like just they can just come at any time. So I felt like it was like a blessing for me at the time, and it was just right at this cusp of the end of 2021, and my dad had just passed, and so a lot has hit on me that I'm like, okay, this is a lot. But reality hit, and I'm like, okay, I need to make a drastic change, because I still want to be here for my kids for a long time, and be there for them, and be just, you know, just take them, out and travel and do the things that we love to do. And I said, I have to really get into that mindset, because if I
Yeah.
don't, I'm just going to be scattered everywhere. So, and I had to, and I actually like sat down one day and I wrote down a list of the important things that I wanted to do. And especially mindset was the number one thing on that list, because without a good mindset, it's like no matter what, I felt like, I could just be pulled in every direction, and I had to be really grounded. I had to really ground myself and
Mm-hmm.
the way I was thinking, and I had to think positive, right? Because one negative thought was just kind of push me back and be like, I don't know if I can get into this. But there was like some self doubt. But then I had to really, really believe that that this can happen, that I can make this happen.
Yeah.
And so that was important for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
it was important for me.
Yeah. So it is basically because of the you got lots of struggles and pain over there.
Right.
You just lost your dad, and it
Mm-hmm.
was COVID, and everybody
Right.
was really has got knocked down during COVID,
Mm-hmm.
and especially
Yep.
you are in healthcare. You
Right.
It was a very stressful
It
years
was. It
in
was.
healthcare. Any
Mm-hmm.
caregiver, those especially the healthcare workers, because they get really into the front of the line, and
Mm-hmm.
so that is the time that you basically get take the time for you to think that is
Yes.
this the way I want to spend the rest of my life,
Right. Right.
right? You
Yep.
don't, as you mentioned earlier, that you still want to stay longer for your children.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's
Yeah.
important for
Yeah.
me, to take care of my health. And at one point, where I was just continuing to keep working, 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 and where I wasn't really like on top of my health at one point. And I'm like, this is getting really to the point where, you sometimes you don't really notice things until like, one day my family, they're like, you're working like all the time, right? You're just
Yeah.
working all the
Yeah.
time. You're so busy all the time. Do you even have time for yourself?
Yeah.
And I sit and I think, I'm like, no, not really. Now that I think about it, I don't really have time for myself,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and many of our problems is also begins. What you said is amazing, because I was about to say about the mindset. I
Mhm,
want to share about what Ray Higdon says. So
mhm,
Ray Higdon is is now a number one earner in networking. He actually when he gets into this networking, he was about almost bankrupt. He was
mhm,
almost to put. to put his house on the market. He was already like nothing. And so when he found that networking is the one where he was able to get back and to become a millionaire on it, this is what he had shared in it. He has lived and he has walked his talks. And he has said that it is not the obstacle that stops you from being successful, but
Mhm.
it is your mindset. And it is, for me, it is a wakening up that it is true. It is the mindset.
It
Because
is.
when I also encountered this online business invitation to watch the workshop, my mind is already in a mindset growth. I was already looking for a tools that I can
Mhm.
use so that
Mhm.
it could help me to have a better life. My situation was very difficult. I also struggled a lot, and I was actually already giving up. I don't want to wake up anymore
Mhm.
with an alarm clock. I have
Mhm.
two alarm clocks in order to
Mhm.
push me out of bed. And still, I'm awake, but I still don't want to get out of bed. I have to drag myself out of bed in order to go to work. I was so thankful with my cat. Although my cat has passed away, and I really miss him a lot. Because of him, he will come to my bed to push me out.
Mhm.
He knows I need to go. He needs to go somewhere at that time. He will push me out. He will keep me awake so that I can get out of bed so that I can give him something to eat.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Wow.
I was already lost striving, and that is true because my mind was so for you guys that's listening here, this is really the reality is it's not really that you do not have the money. It's not really that you have nothing to work with, that you are limited to your resources, that you
Mhm.
have nothing to work with, that it's not really that you do not know anything about the a situation or the solution that you want to know. And the fact is that you are just hard on yourself. I went through to that. I just was hard to myself, and I repeatedly blaming myself for everything that is happening to me.
Mhm.
And honestly, if you focus on negative things, it will push you down. It will bring you down. You will not be able to thrive because you are so hard on yourself and you can focusing on negative things. So Sue has told us that just one at the time that she is on that situation also that of struggles, you just lost a loved one and you're working real hard. She also figured out a way that this is not the way that she wants to live her life. So you will slowly, because of the hardship in your life, you will think that it's just a survival,
Mhm.
and your mind will think, you're still alive, you need to take care of yourself, you have
Right.
a survival. And so the mind will kick in, and that is when you're gonna have a mindset growth, that you need to move on, you need to move forward. So what is really it is in here in our life right now is to have the mindset of growth, because growth is change.
Yes.
And if that change, if you have a growth, you have a change, you need had an action. We can said we have a old saying in Philippines also that to God is the mercy, but to the people is the action.
Mhm.
Do the action and God will be merciful and he will help you. So that is our life today, and we have answered to you, how are you gonna unearth your limitation and your struggles is develop a mindset, a growth mindset, because it's in growth mindset that there is change, and it is there that there will be action. So I'm just gonna post in. I'm gonna wanna see and check our comment
Sure.
in here.
Absolutely.
We have love
Absolutely.
for Uche wisdom. Thank you. Troy Middleton, thank you for thumbs up. I'm sorry. I like is thumbs up for Uche Wisdom, Troy Middleton, and Robert Espinosa. Thank you so much. Let me just check my comment button in here. if I have something new. Okay, I don't have new. Sue, do you have anything else that you would like to add before we leave?
Yes, just yeah, of course. Thank you so much for allowing this opportunity for me to come on and on this live here with you. And just to pick it back off of what you said, the mind is a powerful tool. It's a
Mm-hmm.
powerful organ in our body, and it's don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself, and don't think that, oh, I'm not capable of doing something like that. But you are if you put your mind to it. And I've learned throughout the years that I can think about so many things. I can envision myself doing so many things, but if I don't take the necessary steps and the necessary risk and actions to get it done, then it's just going to remain dormant. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing's
Yes.
actually
Yeah.
not going to happen. It's like, as a healthcare worker, a healthcare professional, if I don't go and take care of my patients, then not they're not going to get taken care of, right? So I
Yes.
always kind of piggyback off of both, and my professional career and my personal life too. And so I absolutely agree that you have to have a growth mindset and able to set yourself in motion and to set yourself forward and keep the mind moving forward. And once you really think about it and take the action and the necessary steps, then you will get to where you're going, even if it takes baby steps, small steps. But
Mm-hmm.
like I said, small but surely, right? I will say
Yes.
small
Yes.
but
Slow
surely.
but surely.
This is
Yes.
small but surely, but you will
Yes.
get to your destination, if you put your mind to it. So don't limit
Yes,
yourself.
yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna do for a quick one. Okay, just gonna.
Sure.
So I'm gonna take you back. I just wanna say this one. So this one that I'm gonna share is by Ray Higdon. He is a
Mm-hmm.
very successful internet uh the famous internet figure, and he helps people to earn a lot of money online. He is a very good coach. So this is what Ray Higan. I was happy to attend to one of his talks, and what he has said is keeping in mind that it is not the obstacles that stops your success;
Mm-hmm.
it is your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So stop being hard on yourself,
Mm-hmm.
but focus and do the work and focus on the future. You can rehearse the future. You can see yourself in the future. It is no point of getting hard on yourself, and it's no point of beating your failure or going into the failure. But stop it and but look forward to the future and start the change and start the action. So this afternoon, start that action today. We have a live today at our workshop in here. We have live today, and watch us in our live, and so that you can start to choose a solution for your problem. So what I have said is that it is not that because you don't have the money, it is not because you do not know what to do, it is not because you are born in a different places that you want to go to a different country so that you can have your financial resources. It is not really it. It is your mindset, because anywhere you are, you can create that future that you want.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I agree.
Right. Thank you. Bye for now,
Thank
Sue. Thank you very
you.
much. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much, everybody. Nice to meet you
Okay.
all.
All right. Bye.
Bye.